बॉम्ब से आप मारते हो ना।
हाँ
उस दौर में कुदरती आफत बहुत ज़्यादा आती है,
हाँ ये भी है
उससे मर जाते हैं।
तो मतलब that's okay, so what, we live and we die. My God, मैं recording. अच्छा खैर है. Okay, so yeah, definitely that's why they could live in those things, you know. Oh really? Yeah, so this one, the logger's friend. Until mid 1900s, horses were indispensable, of course. And this is basically a stable for the horses. Yeah. Yeah, so this used to be the horse. Let me put some light over here. Okay. So these are horse stables. I mean, how many horses can go in here?
I think four.
Yeah, four each maybe.
Maybe
Yeah.
I think two each in one cabin.
Exactly. This is how it looks like. No, either. Yeah. Okay. So maybe they slept here or something. Looks like. Yeah. And even this what is this? Oh, to sharpen certain tools, I guess, right? Yeah, tool sharpener. Okay, here is what we can see. Like these logs are cut really quite strangely, and here what they are giving are the why. So it says the square log. In the early days, very large white red pines were felled and then hewn square with axes until they were as smooth as a tabletop. This wasted at least a third of the wood, but the resulting square timber were easier to assemble into rafts for the voyage down the Ottawa and St. Lawrence rivers. They also fitted more securely into the hulls of the timber ships that would take them from Quebec City to England. So yeah, so these are older photographs way back, and that's the reason why they had this. This is quite huge, my goodness. Very old kind of. That's how they used to load it on the trolley so that it could be pulled by the horses. And these are, I think, original logs. And yeah, so we can see the horse at the back over here. Just a statue. It's of course not real, but yeah, it's kind of interesting. Oh my goodness, look at that. Huge logs. Yeah, I think this was felled by the Rockefellers, Lanatullah, and yeah, they made huge bucks. Look at that, how you can roll those round logs. So it says horses were used to skid logs, landing small clearing in the bush. Here they were loaded into sleighs to transport ice nearby lakes. Okay, the jammer was a wooden crane for loading the logs onto the sleighs. A team of horses pulled a cable that passed through the pulley at the top of the jammer. Okay, so this is what we saw. So a horse, always the power at that point in time, and so just to lift them up so that they could be loaded onto this sledge. This one is a sledge. If you look at it carefully, so it does not have any wheels. So what it tells is sledge. So most likely in the winter time they used to do this. Must be a tough work, really. Look at that here. So this is way back they used to have to clear out the roads for the logging, right? And this is one of the vehicles that used to do it, of course driven by horses. And this is one such. It's also a sleigh because it's used to snow much more way back, and so this is what they used to do. This is like modern day. We have those heavy machinery that does remove the snow, but this is the old way they used to do it. It's kind of amazing. Wow. Okay. And this one too. Yeah. And this blade over here, even the modern ones, they look like this. So really, this is being used to clean the snow for logging. I mean the roads. Sorry, for clean off the snow from the road for logging, so that the logs can be carried easily. And what about here? Here is something. Oh my goodness. This sounds like really mean dogs. Again, we have some logs. Yeah, I wouldn't want to go near these dogs. Yeah, they are actually on leash, but we'll keep our distance. Okay, so let's see what it says here. Danger on the hills. So the loaded log sleigh weighing 20 tons could kill horses and driver if it got out of control on a downhill run. The standard precaution was to station men on the hill with hot sand. They could shovel onto the road if a sleigh was coming too fast, or snow if it was too slow. Even better was the Behringer brake crazy wheel men could operate. So he used to be a tough stuff. Wow. Okay, let's take a look here. Again, we have a sleigh. On top you have huge logs, and at the front you have those poor horses which God gave us to be used, and these loggers used it to the full. Look at the horses. Statues. So here we can read. So these were used to carry the logs across the river. So these were the caged rib that was attached to a log boom. A heavy anchor at the end of thick rope was rowed out from the crib as far as it would go, allowed the sink of the bottom, and so on. So basically that's how it looked like. So it's again made up of quite large number of logs. This kind of raft, and I don't know what this horse would do. You know, turning this or something. Oh, maybe, yeah, it could be that. And this is a very thick rope. Wow. And there's an anchor too, just in case. Yeah, I think, yeah, that makes sense. So this anchor, so the horse, way back they did not have motors or anything like that. So the horse used to turn this, and then you could lift the anchor or lower it. अच्छा अच्छा ओके हाँ जी मैं भी ले रहा हूँ okay, so this looks like more like a bog. Again, there are many such beautiful sites over here. Yeah, many beautiful views that you see. Look at that. This looks like an old ship, and so yeah. Oh, you can? Okay, that's kind of interesting. First, let's read what this is all about. The steam-driven alligator improved on the horse-powered cage rib as a way of moving log booms across the lake. To do this, the alligator crew disengaged the engine from the paddle wheels, used its power. Good. This flat-bottomed boat could also winch itself over land from lake to lake on logs placed across wide portages. So that's kind of interesting boat. Maybe we can even go upstairs here. Let's check this out. Let's check it out. Oh, so it looks like they progressed from horses to some steam powered kind of engine. And if you look here inside, yeah, so there's a steam, what do we call, steam cylinder, and you have this large wheels to turn to do some stuff. So using now the power of coal, as well as not only coal but I guess wood, burning the wood in there, so that you know, to drive this boat forward. And so no longer horses needed, I guess, right? Okay, that's it. Okay, so this is the steam engine room. So they used to put maybe coals in here or wood or whatever to heat up the water, and water is usually very powerful once it becomes steam, and to drive those heavy wheels. Oh my goodness, what's going on? Okay, I better get off the ship. This used to be the lunch break room for those loggers way back then. And you know how they used to call the loggers for the lunch? Like in the school. Can you ring this, please? So that's how they used to call. Yeah. And they used to rush, lunch break, yay! So once they started to have those machines, like trucks and all, so they used to then use these instead of the horses. So horses now got a good break. So again, we have this sleigh with the logs on top, and as you can see here, you have a chain. Yeah, you have chains on the wheels. Why? So that they shouldn't slip on the snow. And we used to have chains even up to, I believe, in the 1970s, before they discontinued because it damages the roads. So no more chains are used. Horse riding.
दो का बड़ा हमेशा से था कि यार मुझे ये दो काम अच्छे आते हैं.
मेरे चैनल पे हॉर्स राइडिंग का भी है, उसमें मैंने किया हुआ है. हाँ. So this is like old locomotives, yeah. And my tongue is slipping at this point. I'm getting a bit tired. I'm also feeling very hungry, and I definitely want to add something to eat. So from river drives to the trains. So again, now modern day. This is what we have now as well. Only now we have even more powerful trains than this one. This one is like kind of nice. So let's see from the inside. Let's see. So that's the steam room. Yeah. So here you could add some coal, right? There used to be, you know, behind this a coal compartment, and then put the coals in here. Woo! Looks like still operational kind of thing. My goodness! Wow. Okay. So how it's done today, and 2/3 of the park. Oh my goodness! The X-ray video in this old tower cabin describe how scientific, sustainable logging is carried out in the western hardwoods and eastern pine forests. My goodness! Look at this cabin. Look at that cabin. 2/3 of the park. 2/3. Oh my goodness.